Unicorns used to be seen differently. Hundreds and thousands of years ago, they were seen as like these divine monsters. But I am telling you right now, bad things will happen.
Yes, we have a moral imperative. I saw the horn off that fucking pony. What do you say?
That's like the opposite of what I just said.
You cannot go outside. Fuck this.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Movie Madness, where today we're going to be talking about A24's crazy trip of a movie called Death of a Unicorn. And when you hear that title, it's exactly what you think it is, but at the same time it definitely isn't. With a star-studded cast starring Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega, this is a trippy ass movie. So without further ado, let's get into the video. As always, we are going to do spoiler free, so any information I give is going to be things that you have seen in the trailers. Basically, the story follows a father and a daughter. Basically, Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega's characters, known as Elliot and Ridley. And as Elliot is a lawyer for a very wealthy family known as the Leopolds, and they're basically on a trip to go to one of their estates. But of course, as they're trucking down the road, they accidentally hit what seems to be a horse, but in reality is a unicorn. And when I tell you, the moment that happens, shit really goes off the rails. Of course, Jenna Ortega's character kind of starts getting plagued with visions as she touches the unicorn's horn, which again we see in the trailers. And things kind of go from a major discovery to definitely detrimental, because as we come to find out, that unicorn isn't the only one. And basically, as this story goes on, I mean, it's just a bunch of intense horror moments, but also a lot of comedic relief. I mean, Paul Rudd always does great comedic moments, so this movie definitely had a lot of those. And of course, leave it to A24 to find a way to put an interesting twist on unicorns that is both unique, interesting, and honestly kind of mind-blowing too. I mean, the visuals in this movie were absolutely amazing to say the least. And on the topic of visuals, these unicorns actually look pretty dang cool. Now, there are moments where it is CGI, and even then they don't look very bad, but then they also use what looks like practical effects in certain areas, especially when like Jenna Ortega's character is like touching one of the unicorns. And I mean, the death scenes in this are absolutely crazy, because with the other unicorns attacking, trying to get revenge on the one that was killed, it's ridiculous. And the entire thing is just a crazy ride. I mean, literally, like I mentioned before, leave it to A24 to put a crazy twist on a classic fantasy tale. And speaking of the tale itself, like the lore they give behind these unicorns is really, really cool. And how they basically they also how they bring out the greed that humanity has, which is basically the Leopold family that we come to find out as the movie progresses. Another great highlight of the movie is the relationship between Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega's characters, the father and daughter dynamic, because as the movie plays out, their relationship isn't as great as any other father-daughter relationship would be. And they portray that so well. There are so many very funny moments between the two of them, and then there are other like very kind of emotional moments too throughout the movie. Like I said, this movie is more of a horror comedy to it, and yeah, their performances were absolutely great. I mean, the rest of the Leopold family is hilarious. Will Poulter's character as like the son is super hilarious. and it's amazing. This movie was actually really entertaining from beginning to end, and I absolutely loved every minute of it. I really don't have anything bad to say about this movie. A24 gives us a crazy, wild, unique twist on a fantasy classic, adding those horror elements to it, the gruesome deaths, with the comedic relief from, you know, all the characters, not just from Paul Rudd, Jenna Ortega, Will Poulter, and, you know, mixing it all in this crazy, you know, medley that is known as Death of a Unicorn. Absolutely loved it. Visuals, lore, all of it. I have no bad things to say. So with that being said, I am definitely going to rate this movie a 5 out of 5. Such a fun time in the movie theaters, and I would definitely recommend for you guys to check it out. As always, I do appreciate you guys for checking the time to check out another video of Movie Madness, and I will be here with plenty of new things that are going to be coming out within the next couple months, so stay tuned. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.